Hey, it's Similolu here, and in this video I want to show you how I made $500 a day trading Tesla. Now this I was able to achieve over the course of 3 consecutive trading days. Now this is just a strategy that I use, and a quick disclaimer here, I am not saying that this strategy will work every single time, because I know it doesn't work every single time. It's all about getting the right conditions in the market and getting the right entries and exits. So that's just a quick disclaimer. Okay, so if we go to this chart, you can see, let me see, my first entry point was this white box. So at this white box, you can see price action had broken above the purple dotted line, which is the VWAP. So it had broken above. So that's, for me, is a good indication that the stock is in a bullish trend. Bullish meaning price action is going up. So I entered the trade at this point. The very next candle, now by the way, this is here, this is my 1 minute time interval chart. So every box here represents 1 minute. So as soon as I entered that trade, I got this red candle, but I didn't get too excited about it because it did not close below the purple dotted line. So it did not close below VWAP. I stayed in this trade up to the blue box. The blue box show my exit points. Now, why did I exit at this point? Of course, I'd already made some profit, but the key is to keep your profits. It's so easy when trading options. It's so easy to lose your profit. As easy as it can be to gain profits, it also is as easy, if not sometimes easier, to lose it. So my strategy is to get into a trade and to come out of the trade. So at this point, I came out of the trade because you can see, I'm going to draw a level. At this level, down here, price action had broken below, had dropped below the top of the previous box. So it had broken below the high of the previous box, or the previous minute. I don't know why I'm calling it a box, but the previous candle. So price action had fallen down to this red level. So I exited the trade and I kept an eye on basically looking for another entry point. So we have within this white box, I re-entered the trade. I'd seen this red candle, and then the very next candle, so the very next minute, price action had broken out above the high of the previous candle. So it had broken out and it had closed there, right there. So I entered the trade again. I entered the trade for 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. Again, I had a positive P&L, a positive profit and loss. I entered it, and I entered it at the white box. I exited within this blue box. Why did I exit? Again, on the 1 minute interval, there's this red candle that has dropped there below. Price action had dropped below the high of the previous candle. So I exited the trade. I kept watching it, looking for another opportunity. Now, why was I constantly looking for other opportunities to enter into this trade? I was doing this because the trend on this particular equity, Tesla, was upward. It was in an upward trend, and which is key. And how do you know if it's in an upward trend? You basically look at it on the higher time interval. So look at it on the daily, on the 4 hourly, on the hourly, etc. Okay, so when it got to this point, again, we see this little red, this little green candle, and then the very next one, you can see, closed above. I'll draw the level again. It closed above There. You can see that again, this green candle within the white box closed above the high of the previous candle. Again, boom, I jumped back in the trade, rode it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. In this blue box, I exited the trade. Why did I exit the trade? Again, you can see there that level, the price action had again dropped below the high of the previous candle. Now I exited here, but it's possible if you're you're more optimistic about the movement of of price action. If you're sure it's gonna keep on going, you could stay in the trade and exit at this point. You could stay in the trade and exit at this point. But for me, I exited at this point because I was more interested in just maintaining the profit that I had made. Okay, so I did talk about this first white box being my first point of entry, but this green line I have here is my 9-day moving average. It's my 9-day exponential moving average, and you could play it safer by entering a trade at the point at which the 9-day crosses over the VWAP. So that's why I put this little orange arrow here, because you can see that probably would have been a safer trade because it would have avoided this red arrow here. But I entered at the point within the white box where I had my first green candle close above the VWAP. And so basically that is it. That is how I made $500 a day trading Tesla. And again, a disclaimer, I am not saying that this method works every single time, because I have tried it and I know it does not work every single time, but it works once the market is trending in one direction, be it up or down. That it's got to have that trend. And how do you know when a market is trending? Again, is when you check on all the time frames, and all the time frames are basically trending up. I really hope you have found some value in this video, and if you have, please, I appreciate, hit the like button. This lets YouTube know that you would like to see more of these kind of videos, and I really would appreciate it again. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to catch my next video, and I'll see you then.